Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scode, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating our 49th year of dishing out fine comedy improv next year in our theater in Burbank. And over 5.5 years online, over 500 shows, both short and long form. Today it's exciting because this is a brand new team, our 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time team. And we have 4 new performers performing today. So let's introduce the cast right now. Starting with John. It's his first show.
Hey, John Bennett here, and I'm from Florida, Tampa Bay area, and I am excited to be here and totally ready to do it.
Guy hangs out with Tom Brady. And then there's Candace, who has done a couple shows with us, and she wanted to move to this time because she has a very high job, and she was just exhausted when she did the 9 o'clock before. So welcome to this team, Candace.
Well, thank you. I'm on the East Coast. It makes a big difference. Okay?
It does. It does. In front of your Jerry Garcia Grateful Dead beautiful tapestry. Fantastic. And there's Caroline, another person from Chicago, and it's her first show with us.
Hi, I'm glad to be here. Excited.
And there's Nancy. Now, folks, she doesn't live in her car. She's just traveling back to her home. She's not homeless.
Hey, I'm Nancy. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm actually on the way to an event because I completely forgot. This is called short-term memory loss. I guess I don't know.
ADD. That's okay, no problem. And there's Vince, another person from Chicago.
Hey, I'm Vince Nunn again. Good to meet everybody, and hopefully we have a wonderful, exciting show for you.
So again, all these guys' first show, we're really excited, except for Caroline, and not Caroline, I mean Candace. And this is just going to be a great show today. So what we're doing is we're doing a game called Fun Facts. Then we're going to do a takeoff of Big Brother. We call it the Reality House, where they all live in the same house. We have The Bachelor. John's looking for love. He's got 3 lovely bachelorettes he's going to be meeting here today. And then we have a little game called Jump Cuts, which is just scene-oriented, which 2 people will do 4 scenes based on a topic that I give them, their relationship. And then we're going to do True or False, which you can play along to. It's a game show where you have to guess, are they telling a true story or a fake story? And you can gather up your points at home. We'll be doing 3 rounds of that. So those are the 5 games we're going to do. The first one's Fun Facts. So I'm going to start with a fun fact. Then all they have to do is just unmute and do the fun fact. And here we go, okay? So fun fact, Halloween can be really scary.
Halloween was a great movie.
Halloween is
My ex-boyfriend's name was Mike. Halloween.
Remember, fun fact.
Halloween is an Irish holiday.
Fun fact. Halloween is an Irish holiday, isn't it?
Fun fact, witches usually celebrate their birthdays during Halloween.
Fun fact. Witches are often following the Wiccan practice.
Fun fact, witches often have cats as familiars.
Fun fact, I think my sister's a witch, to be honest.
Fun fact, my sister's a bitch.
Fun fact, I don't have a sister.
Fun fact, I wish I had a sister.
Fun fact, I have 2 sisters. One evil and one good.
Fun fact, I have 1 brother.
Fun fact, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a great movie as well.
Fun fact, George Clooney is a wonderful actor.
Fun fact, all I can think of is Julia Roberts now.
Okay, fun fact, Emma Stone.
All right, fun fact, that game's over. Okay, so fun fact is I actually dated a very short time a woman who was considered herself a Wicca, a good witch. And I was out at her jacuzzi and the moon was full and she began to howl at midnight. That was probably the tipping point for me, that I don't know if we kept going out after that when people start howling at the moon. But anyway, hey, I got to live through it. I'm still alive. And now we're moving on to Reality House. Okay. Reality House is where I'm going to give you all different archetypes. So, Vince, you're going to be macho. Okay. Candace, you'll be a gossip. Okay. John, you'll be accident prone. Okay. We'll have Caroline, you'll be a germaphobe. Okay, if you want to put these all next to your name. And we're going to make Nancy's a kleptomaniac. As she's getting out of her car to go to her event. Now people can say, what is she talking about? She's stealing stuff from everybody at the event now. You're a kleptomaniac.
I got it. I was a klepto last time.
Oh, do you want to be something different then? I don't want to make you the same thing. Would you like to
Yeah,
be
make me something different, please.
Okay, all right. Then you're nervous and neurotic.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you can see next to their names, that's their archetype. So, Caroline, if you could just put that next to your name that you're a germaphobe, just touch your name, 3 little dots will come up, and then you can add germaphobe. And again, if you want to turn your phone sideways, you'll be bigger again. There you go. You have to type that way. I see. Yes. Okay. Shoot. It's harder to type. All right. Well, we're going to get on to Reality House. Now, what's happening is I'm the host of the show, and our producers have come back to the house. These guys have all been living in the same house for 30 days. Someone's going to get kicked out of this house today. Of course, the one person standing at the end is going to win $100,000. So that's a pretty big prize. So sometimes they have to kind of play off each other to find out who they want to kick out. But then what will happen when we come back and there's only 2 left? They both want to kick each other out. Well, that doesn't work that way, because then the producers and you, the audience, will decide who wins $100,000. But today we're just going to kick out one person. So let's go first to Candace. Candace is a gossip. And our producers have come over here to the house and talked to everybody. And they've created these archetypes based on the experiences that have happened over the last 30 days. Apparently, we're getting most of the information from Candace. So Candace, tell us a little bit about what's going on in the house over the last 30 days.
There has just been so much happening. It's really just been a mess. Gosh, Vince is just, he just thinks he's God's gift, walking around in his skivvies, and John is just, man, he's such a klutz. He spilled beer all over Caroline, and she just totally freaked out. Got bleach, was like putting bleach all over everything. It was just crazy. And Nancy, she's just weird. I don't even know what to make of her. But I don't know. I mean, it's a nice house, so that at least that's a good thing. But just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to, I'm just trying to stay away from John as much as I can.
Okay, let's go to John then. John, so obviously you don't get along with Candace for whatever reason. And what happened with you spilling the beer over on Caroline? What happened there?
Okay, it was one beer that I spilled on Caroline. She's made it so much worse than what it needed to be. And as far as Candace, I didn't even know. I thought we were like really good friends, to be honest, Candace. I mean, I was like, wow, and then, I just had a lot of like, it's hard for me to maneuver around in here whenever I'm hitting things and getting bumped into all the time. Like, I come around a corner and I get hit. Vince runs right into me, and, I would go rolling down the stairs. And then I have, now I'm like injured. So. Mm-hmm.
Well, what exactly happened? I know that Nancy's, very neurotic and nervous all the time, but you finally were able to get in her room, and you guys were thinking, maybe you could do the nasty. But then when you got on her bed, you broke her bed. So that kind of ended that deal. And then, of course, Caroline came in and sprayed you down with Lysol because she didn't like to see 2 bodies touching each other. So what exactly happened there, John? Then we'll go to Caroline and Nancy.
Oh, yeah. It took me a little bit to get in with Nancy. She was a little nervous at first, but we ended up hitting it off pretty well. And when we were getting ready, you know, to do the nasty, I had jumped onto the bed and it just broke.
Mm-hmm.
Then we didn't even know that Caroline was like, you know, watching us, and she comes in with like some kind of stuff, spraying us down with Lysol, which burns your skin really bad.
So Nancy, obviously you were thinking, because you're kind of needy and I know you're neurotic and stuff like that, that you thought maybe by befriending John that maybe you wouldn't get kicked out of the house. I mean, what did you have an interest in actually having sex with John, or what was going on there?
Well, he calms me down. Just I feel like I'm always being watched in here, and I guess that might be a thing, but like it's like I don't know. He calms me down, so it just we get along, and he makes me feel not so crazy. So yeah. Hey, John.
Hey,
Okay, well, what did you think when Caroline came in and sprayed you both down with Lysol?
Oh my God, I lost my mind. I went absolutely batshit. Like, yeah, she needs to stop with all that. I mean, like, God made dirt, so dirt don't hurt. Does she not know this? You know, I mean, like, it's a thing.
Okay, well, let's go to Caroline. So, Caroline, why would you be hanging outside their room when they were wanted to maybe do the nasty, and then you sprayed them down with Lysol when the bed broke? Can you unmute yourself so I can hear you?
Well, first of all, John is so clumsy. He really has the meaning of two left feet. Okay. When I heard these really weird noises outside of Nancy's room, I literally thought someone was throwing up. So I was coming in to clean anything up that was around. I have to actually carry this everywhere I go in the house, and it does not burn skin. It's an air sanitizer. It sanitizes air. And just because we fight dirt all our life and we're buried in it doesn't mean we have to like be around it all the time. It's just disgusting. I just want to keep people safe and healthy. I don't want a bunch of germs floating around. And the way John trips and falls everywhere, my God, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Now, when Vincent came up to you, and he was asking you if he could, borrow some of your milk for his coffee, and you sprayed him right in the face.
Yeah.
So why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I? Wouldn't you?
Oh, I know. Vincent, what did you think? I mean, here you're just asking for milk to put in your coffee in the morning, and she sprays you in the face for that.
Generally, I walk around the house as if none of this bothers me. But after John set fire to my bowl of cereal not too long ago, I decided to go get some milk from Caroline, and yeah, that was just awkward to me that you would be carrying around like a bottle of Lysol all day like that. Yeah, I get it, but everybody's kind of nasty, but that's just rude. And technically, I can't see right now. It's all right, but I'm working with it. Besides dealing with Candace and her gossip all day, and we're talking about something that really doesn't matter between, Nancy and John and them sleeping around. I don't really care.
Well, hold on a second,
Nancy,
because you obviously have something with a Candace, because when you got sprayed in the eyes, you thought you went back into her, your room, but you actually went into her room, and she thought you were coming on to her, and she slapped you in the face. So what happened there?
Yeah, I couldn't see, and that was the problem. I was feeling around, and it felt something like I was touching a breast, but I wasn't too sure. So I kind of, yeah, I felt for it, but it was, yeah, I guess I deserved a slap at that point. But yeah, between all of them, man, I can't. John is probably the only one that I could sit there and be like, hey, just be safe, man. Don't fall for it.
Well, yeah, but you pushed John down the stairs.
He walked into me. That was the problem. Okay. So for my workouts, usually in the hallway and stuff like that, John walks into me like the guy is just uncontrollably just all over the place. So.
And Nancy and Candace, What's going on between the two of you? Because, Candace said that, you're kind of always asking her for advice, and then you don't listen to anything she says. So what's going on there, Nancy and Candace?
Well, I figure if she's going to talk about me, I might as well hear it firsthand instead of secondhand.
I
So,
see.
Well, I don't know what to make of you. You ask me for advice and then I tell you something and you don't take it. And you're always anxious and you make me nervous, I just don't know. I want you to calm down and,
do you not feel like you're being watched? I mean, come on.
Well, no, not really.
Okay, well.
Not like that. It makes it difficult to be around you,
Yeah. I don't mean to make anybody else nervous, but I guess that means I have energy that transfers. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, you definitely have energy that transfers. Yeah. You seem nice enough, but,
Sometimes when I'm nervous, I stick my breath.
Oh my. Okay. It seems that Vince has left for a second, so I'd like to know where he went, because I'm missing my cell phone. Vince, did you take my cell phone?
No, actually, I was trying to get John to not set fire to anything at this point in time.
So you took the lighter and matches out of his room?
No, actually, he had kerosene.
He's carrying kerosene around the house?
Yes, this guy's carrying kerosene, and I have no absolute clue. And it's in a beer can. Might I add you?
Oh, geez. Okay, so let's hope that wasn't what was spilled on Caroline. Caroline, did it smell like beer, or did it smell like kerosene when you knocked the can on you?
Well, actually, it smelled like a combination of both. It was just
Ew.
absolutely repulsive. And I don't know why he has to carry things around. Anyway, he shouldn't have anything in his hands because he always drops it or spills it like he did all over me.
Okay, well, it's time for us to decide who we're going to vote off. So, John, who would you like to vote off the house?
Man, this is going to be so hard. I mean, I would be completely fine if you guys weren't like bumping into me, especially Vince. And I really like Nancy a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and you, Candace, and you, Caroline. So I'm going to have to go with Vince.
Okay, so you want to get the male energy out of there, so you just be you and three ladies. I see what's going on there. Okay, let's go over to Candace.
Well, just for like safety reasons, I'm sorry, John. I really like you, but I just worry. It's too much. You get hurt too much.
Okay, let's go over to Caroline. Who would you like to kick off?
Well, it's a toss-up between John and Nancy, but I'm going to have to go with Nancy because of all of her like anxiety and all of her needs that she has. Because I saw Vince sneaking into her room the other night too, John, just so you know.
Okay, well, let's go to Nancy. Nancy, who would you like to kick off?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss up between the other females. I just don't know what it is. Like, I can't, I don't know if it's just me being, crazy, but it just seems like they're against me and they're part of like the conspiracy to get me. So, I don't know. I guess Candace.
Candace, okay. All right, so Vince, this could be the big one here. Who do you want to kick out of here?
Well, John, obviously Nancy is going to stay, but I'm going to have to put mine between either John or Candace. I do like John from time to time because he does set fire to things and doesn't like a nice fire from time to time. Candace, on the other hand, I mean, it's the constant gossiping and she knows everybody's business. So I'm going to have to go with Candace.
Well, Candace, you're being kicked off the show. Do you have any response? Do you want to say anything to the other four?
You'll be hearing from my publisher.
Wow. Not bitter at all. Okay, this has been Reality House. All right, we're moving on. I'm just going to keep John out here. Everybody else can go minimize themselves, make sure you're muted off to the side. I'm going to be telling everybody off the side what, go off the side there, Caroline. No, just actually turn your camera off. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there you go. All right, so I'm going to tell everybody, Candace, you'll be coming in first, and you took him to a cemetery. I'll be calling you out in a few moments. Nancy, you took him to a seance. And Caroline took him to a maximum security prison. Okay? So that would be where you took the person. Now, on this particular bachelor, as you know, you have gone out on a date that we sent you out with the 20 different bachelorettes, okay? And then you decided where you wanted to take them the last date. We narrowed it down to just 8 bachelorettes. Now we have it down to just 3. So these are the 3 that one of them you think you might have a fantastic future with. So we decided to let them decide where they wanted to take you and see if that kind of, triggered anything in terms of your relationship that made it stronger, weaker, or who knows. So first is Candace. Let's bring her out right now, Candace. And Candace, you brought him to a cemetery. So why did you decide to bring him to a cemetery? Then we'll get to John's response on that.
Well, it seemed like a nice place. They're so beautiful at night. It was we were going to be going out on the full moon, and so I thought it would be a nice romantic place to take a stroll, very quiet, peaceful.
Mm-hmm. And you also showed him your mother and your grandmother, where they were both buried there, to see if the energy of them could be picked up by John.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to see if they would approve. I wanted to see what they thought of them.
So, John, what did you think when she drove up at the cemetery? You get out, it's a full moon, and you're walking to the cemetery, and then what was your first thought?
Yeah, I mean, my first thought is we're going to a cemetery. It was a little bit like, I wasn't sure, but when I got there, it was awesome. Like, we had a great time. I enjoyed getting to meet her mother, and I hope that she liked me for sure. There was the one moment when we saw somebody, else there, but it didn't get too weird there. Right, Candace?
No, I thought it was great. I mean, they were just there for a minute.
Now, yeah, well, they were also, the gravedigger was there, and I know that, Candace, the gravedigger, because, you had to put down your parents there as well, and your grandma, and you were, of course, alive to see the gravedigger dig their graves. So the gravedigger was digging a grave side by side for a recently developed husband and wife that had just passed away together.
Mm-hmm.
And Candace said, John, do you want to just go, get in the graves ourselves just to see what it feels like? So, yeah. Candace, what were you thinking when you asked him to get in the plot side by side?
Well, I just wanted to see how compatible we were, like on in like a long-term basis. Did we feel right being together side by side? And, and I really like the graveyard dirt. It's just so good for the skin,
Mm-hmm. So what do you think, John, when she said, hey, let's go over and meet the gravedigger, and then he was digging these 2 plots, and she said, hey, let's just jump in. And so you jumped in one of the plots, you jumped in the other next to each other. What was your thought there?
Oh, I loved it. I loved the idea. I mean, it was a new thing. So I got to go do that. We jumped in these graves and we laid down in the dirt. First time for that, but I had an amazing time. We totally got to sit there and really talk about some cool things. It was a little bit, the gravedigger started to throw a little bit of dirt in there with us, so we had to get out, but we spent a long time there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you guys hit it off pretty well. So we're going to be bringing you out in just a few moments, Candace. He's got the other 2 bachelorettes, so we're going to bring it out, and then he'll make a decision. So we'll see you in just a few, okay? All right, so let's now bring out Nancy. Nancy brought you to a seance. So let's find out what was going on there. So, Nancy, what kind of seance did you bring him to, and why did you decide to do that?
Well, so we've been having all the deep talks. So, like, we're both looking for the same thing, a companion for life. And if he's going to pop the question at the end, he talked about wanting my dad's permission, but my dad's dead. So it was to get permission from my dad. So.
And how did that work out? How did that work out?
Well, we didn't get my dad.
Oh.
You want to tell him, honey?
Who did you get there, John? And what were you thinking when you went to the seance?
It was a great time. Like, I mean, I got to spend that time talking with Nancy. There was the demon that we kind of pulled into the body, and it was honestly a great experience because I knew Nancy was right there with me. I knew we were going to be safe. I knew we were going to be good, and I wanted to protect her. But we definitely brought like some serious bad evil spirit into this figure, and we thought it might be her dad, and we were trying to communicate with it. It got kind of out of hand. I can't remember what he said. What did they say?
There's something about wanting our souls.
Wow. Well, was this the Boston Strangler that you conjured up?
No, he did have a funny accent. Something about a car and a bar.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, something like, I don't know, Buffalo Bob, is that said something like that?
Buffalo
Bill, maybe?
Yeah, Buffalo Bill. That was it. Yes, and he talked really weird, like.
Yeah. Do you think he might have tapped into an exorcism or something?
Well, he said I was the right size.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. Hey.
Wow. So obviously you guys seem to hit it off as well, and so we'll bring you back, Nancy, also in just a few moments and see if you're the one that's his dream lady.
Bye, honey.
Okay. Oh, she's calling you honey already, so I guess that didn't work. And here is Caroline. Now, Caroline brought you to a maximum security prison. So, Caroline, why would you do that?
Well, only I really know this of what a naughty boy Johnny can be. So we had so much fun. We were able to put on these orange jumpsuits, and they gave me handcuffs. And well, let's just say things really heated up in that little prison cell because they locked us in together. And one of the guys left me in charge to be his warden. So I was actually able to be his master and tell him what to do. And he really enjoyed the club, the stick.
Wow. So it sounds like 50 Shades of Grey, but you were the male
This is
part.
a whole other side of John that only like I really know him like in this deep of a level.
So are you saying you want to play like the role of the dominatrix?
Oh, it was me. It was all me. I tell him what to do. I'm in control. Right, John?
Yes, she is in control.
But he likes it. He loves it.
Well, John, what did you think? All of a sudden you drive up and it's a maximum security prison, and then you go in and she gets handcuffs and you're both in a cell together.
Oh, I thought it was like, it was definitely super great. I mean, I pull up, like I said, I like new things. So we got to like pull
all
up.
the inmates were cheering.
I mean, it was so cool. Yes. And all the inmates were cheering for us, which was so random, but I liked it. I totally vibed with it. And we were like going in there, and then it kind of went like, then Nancy really was able to connect with me and
Excuse me? I'm Caroline. I'm not Nancy.
Ooh. Well, that's a slip of the tongue there.
Yes, I'm so sorry, Caroline. You're right.
Foreshadowing something here. I don't know.
Wow. Maybe I need that club again.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might have to get me later.
Wow. Well, let's bring out the other two before this gets even worse here for John. Okay, John, then we'll get Candace out. Okay, there's the three ladies. Okay, all right. So you know that each one of you, Candace took you to the cemetery. The seance, Nancy, where you might have tapped into an exorcism, and of course Caroline now, who was mistaken as Nancy, brought you to a prison. So it's up to you now. First of all, eliminate one of them. Don't pick the winner yet. Eliminate one, and maybe tell us why you've eliminated that one.
Of course. Okay. So I want to start off by saying I really love all three of you girls. You have shown me so many great times, and we've done some really awesome things. If I had to, well, since I have to choose to get rid of one of you, and I can't keep all three of you, I'm gonna have to eliminate Candace.
Oh.
Wow. Candace. Poor
Right.
Candace has been kicked out of the house, and now she's kicked off this show too. Candace, how do you feel?
I just feel so confused. I thought we had such a good time. I thought we had such a great connection. I'm just shocked.
Well, we have a graveyard stone that we're going to give you that you can go with it. So thank you so much, Candace, for playing. Okay, so we're down to just these two now. Nancy, the seance, and Caroline, the maximum security prison.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. This is a tough one here. You know, I got Nancy, who I'm deeply connected with. We tried to speak to her father. We had an amazing time getting to see this person getting, you know, some kind of like put in some kind of demon into somebody. I mean, it was a great time, Nancy. And then I got Caroline, who took me and showed me a new side of me that I've never seen before, that I apparently don't have control over either, you know? And I think that's why I'm going to go the direction that I'm going to go right now, because of that.
So Caroline, you're choosing?
Yes. I choose
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry, Nancy. Is there anything you want to say, Nancy?
I can do whips and handcuffs too, honey.
Not like me.
Okay, well, based on that, we're going to get you some whips and handcuffs for you. All right, well, Caroline, thank you very much. All right, Caroline, you are a grand prize winner. We're going to send you on a fabulous date. How do you feel right now?
I'm so excited. We're just going to have so much fun. Can you make sure you pack some stuff for us, like some handcuffs and some toys?
Yeah, well, what we're going to do is we're going to actually send you down to the set of 50 Shades of Grey, and you can go play in his room with each other. That could be a fabulous date. And if we can't get you everything you need, just tell us what we need. We can get clamps, whips, chainsaws, and what's that? And a name badge. Yeah, a name badge. We'll get each one of you a name badge, and your name badge could be whatever you want to call yourself. Okay. So thank you so much for being on The Bachelor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're moving on to jump cuts now, so you guys can go ahead and minimize yourself. And let's bring Vincent out here now, and then we're going to bring Candace back out. So even Candace has been kicked off the house, and then she just lost that. But now she's back. She's back for another comeback. Okay. And you guys are going to be, it's relationships. So the relationships could be neighbors. They could be husband, wife. They can be siblings, cousins, co-workers, whatever relationships you guys want to make. So each time they do a scene, one of them will start it. So I'm going to have Vincent will start the first relationship. So he's going to label out who Candace, who Candace and you two are together. And then Candace will play that role out until I yell cut. I'll be off screen. You won't see me. But you'll hear me saying cut. And then that means Candace will start the next relationship. So she might turn it into neighbors, maybe a neighborhood watch meeting, maybe a 15th anniversary. That's up to you guys what you want to do. And then I'll cut, and then Vincent will start one. So each one will start 2 different scenes based on relationships. Vincent's starting the first one. This is jump cuts. Watch this magic. I'm going to disappear right now.
Hey, sis, how's it going? How you been?
Oh, I've been doing good, man. How are you? What's up? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I've just been working, trying to get everything together, for our parents' anniversary. So.
Oh man, don't remind me. I am so overwhelmed. This is going to be an event. This is going to be something.
I mean, considering that the 2 lifestyles that we've been living all our lives, our parents are obviously different, but I think we can make it work, especially with the barbecue and the Polish wedding.
Well, I mean, I've always felt welcome, and I hope you've always felt welcome as well. I mean, it is what it is. We'll go with it.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it together. I just hope that, our parents love hip hop music.
And cut. Yeah. That's a perfect end. Hip hop music. I like to see those parents dancing. Okay, so Candace, you'll start the next relationship.
So, hey, Vince, it's good to see you in here, man. Hey, what can I get you today? Bud Light or a Manhattan?
Let me go ahead and get a Shirley Temple. I'm gonna go light.
What's up, man? This is not your, is everything going okay?
It's just last night I blacked out and you wasn't working and you're there to like, throw at least a bottle of water on my face or something. But
yeah.
I ended up in the alleyway. So.
Oh, shit. Not again, man. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love to keep an eye on you when you come in here. But I'm so sorry. But I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Absolutely. Shirley Temple coming right up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? Actually, throw me on a Corona. Maybe I'll drink it later. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one on ice for you right here, buddy.
I love it, babe. I love it. Hey, can you also, put this on my tab?
Okay.
Yeah. I realize over like $3,000 at this point, but we'll take care.
Jim was talking about you the other day, and he had some questions, but I kind of smoothed it over for now. But you're going to have to probably think about coming in and taking care of that.
And cut. Oh, you're like Norm on Cheers. Never paid his bar tab. Okay, so now we're moving on. Vince, you'll start this next relationship.
Oh my gosh, babe, can you realize, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so, man. I don't know what happened. Oh my God, on my foot. It just gave way all of a sudden.
Is your diet acting up?
Say that again. I'm sorry. I hit my head. I didn't hear you.
Babe, you got to take better care of yourself. Like when I leave out of town and
it's this floor, man. It's this floor. I told you we've got this hole that it was sooner or later I was going to step through this hardwood floor. Man, are you trying to
take care of that? And I apologize about that. And I should have pulled the floor up a long time ago, but I've just been busy and
I know.
I don't think the hole is big enough for you to fit in it, but
well, it's like my foot will go in, but it's really hard to get it out.
Okay. Well, this is what we'll do. When I get back off of this, off of this little tour that I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to pull the floor up. I'm going to take you to the doctor, obviously, and we're going to get that all checked out. But please do not hit your head again. I do not need you forgetting where your keys are at.
My keys? Where's my car?
And cut. Oh, she's in worse shape than you thought. Okay. All right. So, Candace, you'll start this final scene.
Vince, I want to thank you for coming in today. And, I wanted to, it's time. I think you're ready for this. I really think you're ready for this next move in your career. And this is it. It's all you. Congratulations.
I appreciate the confidence that you have in me today, Candace. This is wonderful. I think moving forward, I want to show that I can do the best that I can, especially picking up poop all day. That's me.
Well, I was so impressed with the way that you handled the Farber account with the Doberman and the Saint Bernard. I mean, that really, that was just a stroke of creative genius, I tell you.
Well, you got to understand, those dogs, they usually have wet, feces. So a lot of times that I have to keep a spray bottle on me. But yeah, I'm getting better at this.
Yeah, but taking the flour and using that and making like the dumpling type thing to like, that was just brilliant. That was brilliant.
Yeah, somebody said it looked like white dog poop, but I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll end on that scene that was full of shit. Okay, so let's have everybody else come on back out here. Okay, and that was called Jump Cuts. Now we're having a little game show, and you guys can play this at home. And if anybody is watching, the comments, you can put whatever comment you want in the comments, and we'll read those to the performers later. This is, again, their first show. We're very excited about that. We'll be doing another show in 4 weeks, all different games than what you're seeing today. So follow this team. All right, true or false is the game we're going to play. Is the story they're telling, there's Caroline, okay. Is the story they're going to be telling true or is it false? So they're trying to fool you. So each one will get a chance to tell 3 different stories. In round 1, if they can fool everybody, they get a point for everybody they fool. So there's 5 people. When you tell your story, that means you could get 4 points. And let's say you guess correctly true, and the story was true, then you'll get the point, and that person who told the story will not. So the objective is to try and fool the other 4 performers to get the most points. So let's start off with John. You'll be doing the first story. Make sure you're muted, Caroline, unless you're on. Okay. So John, here's your story. You can go up to 30 seconds, okay?
All right. So every year when I was younger, we would go with our family to the Festival of Lights, which was this great thing. It was done in the zoo. And you got to go through it. And at the end, you had to pay for going through it. And that year, one year, my dad ended up saying we couldn't pay for it. And he was going to try and follow the car in front of us out. And he literally went and it hit the front window. I mean, it dragged all the way across the top of the car. Like, we just continued to go like through it with that thing falling down on it. So,
wow. Okay. Candace, was it true or false? Unmute so we can hear you. Oh, no, don't turn your camera off. Hello.
False.
False. Okay. Vince, true or false?
True.
Nancy.
I'm going to go with false. I think you pay beforehand.
Okay. And Caroline.
I'm going to go with false.
Okay, so we have 3 falses, 1 true. What is it, John?
it's false.
It's false. Okay, so everybody who guessed it was false, you get a point. And John, you get 1 point because you fooled just one person. All right, so now Candace is going to do the next one. Go ahead, Candace.
When I was in college, I was working a bunch of, wait a second, I have to change. I've already used that one. I hate zoos because when I was a little girl, I went to a zoo with my mother and I was given these peanuts to an elephant, and the elephant reached down and it grabbed my whole bag of peanuts and just left me standing there with one little peanut.
Wow. Okay. Let's go with John. Do you think that's true or false?
I'm going to go with false.
Okay. Caroline? True or false?
I'm going to go with false.
Nancy?
True.
Vince?
False.
3 falses and 1 true. Candace?
It was true.
It was true. So you get 3 points, Candace, for fooling 3 people. And the only one who said it was true story will get 1 point extra. Okay, yeah, John, you should have 1 point next to you. And you're no longer accident prone, even though maybe that's really who you really are. But you don't want people to come on the show now and go, what's that guy accident prone doing on the show? He's got a helmet hat. Okay, so John, okay, so scores right now, Candace has got 3. Vince has got 0 still. Okay, Nancy's got 2, and Caroline has got 0 as well. Okay, interesting. Well, Caroline, let's have you go and see if you
How
can
many
fold.
did I get on that last one? Because I'm really bad at math.
You got 3 plus you had 1, so you're at 4.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Caroline.
Top Gun was a really popular movie my senior year. Well, my high school sweetheart, it was our senior year of high school. So when we graduated from high school, we didn't tell anybody and we ran away and we got married in Las Vegas. And then he joined the Navy to become like the next Tom Cruise or whatever. And then my parents flew out to Vegas and tried to get me to come back home. But it was too late because he was getting stationed and he got stationed to Guam.
Okay. Let's go with Vince. Is that a true or false story?
I'm gonna go false.
All right. Nancy?
I'm gonna go true.
Candace?
I'm going true.
And John?
I'm gonna go with false.
2 false, 2 true. Okay, what was it?
It was false.
It was false. Okay, well, you get 2 points. And the people who said it was false, you get a point. So put that next to your name. Okay, all right, so let's have Nancy. Let's hear your story.
So in high school, I was in a band, and I was one of 2 female vocal leads. And I had been up for days. I worked 3 jobs, went to school full time, just doing too much stuff. And yeah, so I was hitting a note and heat stroked off the stage, and they thought I was crowd surfing and carried my body out into the crowd, and then realized I was out like a light.
Wow. Okay, let's go with Candace. Is that true or false?
I'm going to say false.
Vince?
I'm gonna go true.
Caroline?
True.
John?
It's true.
3 trues, 1 false. What is it, Nancy?
It is true.
It is true. So, Nancy, you pick up 1 point. Everybody said it was true. You also pick up 1 point, add it to your score. Okay, and now we have Vince's turn.
Okay. So when I was a kid, Knight Rider was a popular show on TV. They actually did some scenes in Chicago. So my parents ended up going out to California, and they took me with them. We went to Universal Studios, and I got to see the Knight Rider car. And by the time I got to walk up to the car, I got nervous and I started crying. So I never got to sit in the car itself.
Okay, Candace.
False.
John.
True.
Nancy.
False.
Caroline.
False.
Okay, it looks like there's, I think, 3 falses and a true. Okay, so Vince, what was it?
It was true.
Oh,
So, Vince, you pick up 3 points, and whoever said true, only one of you did. You pick up 1 point. So Vince goes 3 now. So at the end of round 1, Vince is at 5. John and Candace are at 4 each. Nancy's at 3. And Caroline, you should have 2, even though you didn't put that next to your name. Because you got 2 from the one you did before, okay? All right, we're hearing squirrels, Vince, so go ahead and mute yourself, because I'm hearing, little squirrel nuts in your, there you go. Okay, all right, so now this is worth 2 points. Keep your stories to 15, 20 seconds so we can get that final round in. We'll start again this time with John.
All right, so I'm going to take it back to being a kid again. My mom was wanting to take me to go see the Titanic when it came out and it was in theaters. And I ended up crying and not wanting to go because I don't know, I just never been to the theaters. So I totally chickened out and didn't even go. Everybody else went to the theater to go watch Titanic, and I stayed at my other sister's house.
All right, Vince, was that true or false?
I'm gonna go false.
All right, Candace.
true.
Caroline.
True.
Nancy.
False.
2 false, 2 true. So you're going to get 4 points no matter what. What is it, John?
It was a true story.
True story. So whoever said true and they said it was true, you add 2 points to your score. John adds 4, so that puts you up to 8, John. Okay. All right. So, Candace. You ready to go, Candace? Okay. All right. Now, Candace, you don't get 4 points on it. You only get 2. John gets the 4. So you're back to 6, I believe.
I thought I had 6.
You had 5? So you had 6? Okay. You had 6? Okay, then that's correct. I thought after round 1 you had 5, but I'll trust yourself. Go ahead. You're a lawyer. I'm not going to get sued by you. All right, here we go.
Okay. The times it was The Titans were in the playoffs. I was in Nashville out at my favorite little bar with this friend of mine, and some guy just looked at me and said, "Hey, would you guys like some tickets to the playoffs in one of the boxes?" And I'm like, "Sure. How do I get in touch with you?" And he told me his phone number. And so I'm sitting there saying it over and over and over until she came out, and I'm looking at her just saying this number over and over and over until she got out her phone and punched it in. And I said, "These are free tickets." And we got to go to Skybox and got free
All
tickets.
right. Okay. John, is that true or false?
False.
Nancy.
True.
Vince.
False.
Caroline.
True.
Okay, 2 truths, 2 falses. So you're going to pick up 4 points no matter what. So what was it?
Totally true.
Totally true. So if we could add 4 points to 2 people who said true, add 2 points to your score. And now we'll go with Vince.
So not too long ago, I had to have surgery done on my hand. A cat ended up biting my hand. But the reason why the cat bit my hand is because my dog actually had it in its mouth. So I'm trying to pry my dog's mouth open, and the cat bit my hand. Yeah, so that's
Okay,
about it.
all right. Let's go with Nancy.
True.
Caroline.
False.
Candace.
True.
John.
False.
Okay, we can get 4 points no matter what. Vince. What was it? True or false?
It was true.
True. Okay, there's his hand. All right, so the people who said it was true, add 2 points to your score. Vince, add 4. That puts you up to 9. And let's go with Nancy now.
So this one time for Halloween when I was a kid, my parents were saying, I think it was like 10 or 11 years old, and they said I was getting too old to trick or treat, but I really, really wanted to go trick or treating, but we were broke. So they're like, if you can make up a costume, you can go. And my mom had this old leather outfit or whatever, and like a wig, and I was like, I'm just going to be a hippie for Halloween, and I put it on and started going around the neighborhood, and I got solicited as a prostitute.
Oh, my golly. Okay, Caroline, is that true or false?
False.
John.
It's true.
Candace.
True.
Vince.
I hope it's not true, but true.
3 truths and 1 false. Nancy, what was it?
Totally true.
Totally true. So, Nancy, you pick up 2 points. Everybody who said it was true, pick up 2 points to your score. Okay. So I think everybody's done. Caroline still has her story. Go ahead, Caroline. I think everybody else is gone. Second story.
So I'm really terrified even of fireworks as an adult, because when I was a little girl, my neighbor lady took us out to the fairgrounds because that's where the fireworks were. And one of the fireworks went the wrong way and it shot into the crowd, and a couple rows in front of me, this lady's hair just went up on fire, and her whole entire head was on fire, and other people had to like pat her head or whatever. And then when we went to go leave, we couldn't find the car, and the police had to come look for us because there were no lights out in this huge field where all the cars were, and there weren't cell phones at that time or anything. And I was crying and I was very upset.
All right.
I was
John,
probably about 6.
true or false, John?
That's true.
Candace.
True.
Nancy.
False.
Vince.
True.
3 truths, 1 false. What was it, Caroline?
It was true. It's true.
Okay, so Caroline, you pick up 2 points. Everybody said it was true. You get to pick up 2 points as well. And now the final round. Okay, this is worth 4 points, so anybody can win. We're going to start with Caroline. You'll go first because I'm going to go with the lowest number first and move back up. That way you can get back in the game. Keep your stories to 20 seconds or less. Go ahead, Caroline.
When I graduated from high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And so my mom said, you have two choices. You can either go to school to become, to do whatever you have to do or have to get a job. And I was like, party, school, sororities and partying, or an actual job where I had to get an apartment work. So I chose to go to school. And I actually majored in poli-sci, and I was going to become a lawyer. And then I had changed my major later to something different. But I
Okay.
still,
That's
I got
perfect.
into law
Okay.
school.
All right, John, true or false?
That's false.
Candace.
False.
Vince.
False.
Nancy.
True.
1 true, 3 falses. What was it, Caroline?
That's true.
All right, true. So that means you get 12 points. You fooled 3 people. That puts you back in. That puts you in the lead at 20. Okay, whoever said it was true, you get 4 points. Okay, and now we'll go with Nancy next. Oh no, actually, John. We'll go with John. John's got 10. So go ahead, John.
All right. So my parents, when I was growing up, they owned a trailer park or mobile home park, and my dad was doing the sidewalk. He was having it re-cemented, and I didn't know that, of course. And I put my rollerblades on, and I was rollerblading down the hill, which is cement, a sidewalk. And when I was going down, I all of a sudden platted into cement, and I had to like get up, and I didn't want to get in trouble, so I like ran home, and my mom sprayed me off with the hose. It was, and then they ended up coming and fixing that spot. But that's totally what happened.
All right, let's go with Nancy. True or false?
False.
Vince.
False.
Candace.
False.
And Caroline.
True.
1 true, 3 falses. What was it, John?
It was true.
All right. So, John, you pick up 12 points, and Caroline picks up 4. So that puts Caroline in the lead. Okay, Vince, keep your thing muted because we're hearing squirrels from your system now. Let's go with Nancy next.
Trying to think what story to tell. So first time I dyed my hair, I was under the belief that the lighter your hair color, the darker the tint you had to get to make any kind of color stick. And so I was told I was not allowed to dye my hair. I went to my best friend's house and got this thing called black cherry. It was like this horribly dark black red. Anyway, put it in my hair and it came out black as black on my blonde ass hair.
Okay, that's perfect. That's good. Okay, let's see. Vince, do you believe that? True or false?
True.
Candace.
True.
John.
False.
Caroline.
True.
Okay, 3 trues and 1 false. What was it, Nancy?
It was false.
It was false. So Nancy picks up 12 points. Whoever said false picks up 4. Nancy picks up 12, puts her in the lead at 25 now. But now's a chance for Vince to get back in here. Vince and Candace still get to go. Okay, Vince.
Okay, so one time my daughter went to school. She actually had a lighter on her in the classroom, and she ended up setting fire to one of her notebooks. The school called me, and come to find out, she had like some type of like kerosene with her at that time.
Okay. Candace, true or false?
Dear God, I'm saying false.
John?
I'm going to go with false.
Caroline?
False.
And Nancy?
Devil's advocate, true.
Okay, 1 true, 3 falses. What was it, Vince?
It was false.
Vince gets 12 points then, and whoever said false, yes, gets 4. Okay, so now Candace is going to be coming in for the final story. So Vince has got 12. That puts him at 25. John's at 30. Nancy's at 25. Okay, and now Candace, it looks like Candace might be the only person who can overtake you. Oh, no, Caroline's got 28. She could overtake you. And Vince and Nancy can only get to 29. So it's either going to be Candace, John, or Caroline, but let's just see what happens, because let's see how we can fool everybody in our final go around. Go for it. Oh, unmute.
When I was in law school, Dolly Parton's nephew followed me to DC. And as law school progressed, we ended up breaking up, and I ended up hooking up with one of my colleagues. And that didn't work out very well. But I ended up, I put out an ad on Craigslist, and I said, I'm looking for this, and this. And the guy that answered is currently my husband.
All right, John, is that true or false?
That's a true story.
Caroline.
False.
Nancy.
False.
Vince.
False.
Okay, there's 3 falses and 1 true. What was it, Candace?
It's true.
True. So that means you get 12 points. Candace now is up to 32. Did anybody else say that? John, so you get 4 points. So John is our grand prize winner with 34 points, just beating out Candace with 32. This has been our show. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back in 4 weeks with a brand new show with this cast. Say goodbye, everybody. You guys stay with me, and I'll give you some quick notes, okay? Thanks for watching, everybody.